Jody, yo, you already know who it is. You already know what he does. It's Tizai. Anyways, I'm out here in the park recording a bunch of videos. Uh, anyways, you already know who he does. You already know what he does. I may or may not have peed my pants just a little bit, which is embarrassing, but I don't know. I don't even know why I'm saying this and I'm going to upload it to the internet, but I don't really care. I don't know. It was like a really far walk, and when it's cold, my bladder's not that good. I should have peed before I left, but I did not. Anyways, and it was like a far walk. It was like 45 minutes, and it's really cold, and I only have one leather jacket and a jacket. So if I was more warmer, I would have done it, but it's super embarrassing, but also I don't really care, because this is kind of a vlog, so I gotta tell you like it is, and I don't know. It happened before too when I was like driving, but I actually like legitimately peed my pants when I was driving in one of my older cars. So it's happened like several times or a few times, and it's like super embarrassing. Or like when I was a kid, it used to happen like when I actually wet my pants, or like I would actually wet my pants when I was in churches. So very embarrassing, but just I don't know. I feel like that's kind of shaped, like in situations where it's like. Either it's like what you do, you just stop being embarrassed for yourself and stop caring, and you just move on with your life. But it is like you kind of take a step back in pride and jump more into humility and things like that. I don't know. I just feel like my health and just things like that definitely gave me a bigger perspective and less of an ego. But I'm always going to be a humble person. But I feel like now I'm just like I was already a humble person all my life, or not all my life. I was very cocky and a hothead when I was younger. But I feel like the last once I became a follower and believer of Christ and just love and be happy, I was already very humble. But I didn't understand it. But I feel like I had more and more understanding as I got older, and really became like one of the humble people, and I'm glad for it, I'm glad I grew and learned and got older and wiser. Anyways, love humanity, love people, love be happy. Anyways, I'm doing Indiana Jones: The Dial of Destiny. We're running through. We got Harrison Ford. We got Mads Mikkelsen, Phoebe Waller-Bridge, who gotta check if she's what's up with this. She's attractive. I think she's fine as Dove. Let me see here. I gotta look it up. She's an actor, director, producer. Let's see. Harrison Ford is always good. Mads Mikkelsen, he did a good job. But he's kind of the same character in a lot of stuff he's doing. Alright, anyways, she's 38. She was married for like 3 years to an Irish dude, but she's single now. Anyway, she's fine as stuff. Oh my. And she's 38. I don't care that she's older. She has a good status to her. I'm also recording this. Anyways, she's fine as stuff. And she's a screenwriter. Hey, y'all. How tall is she? You could tell she's a headstrong character, and it comes out in the movie. Well, let me stop being a little creeper. She's 5'10". Ooh, and she's kind of tall. Anyways, she's very pretty. Anyways, you already know who it is. I'm doing this review. Ah, my teeth. Lower braces. Anyways, I'm doing The Dial of Destiny by Indiana Jones. This movie is good. It's good. It's not what you wanted. You don't get Ke Huy Quan in it, who's just great supporting caster, and now he's just this A-lister actor who's, he's very polarizing in just his presentation. He's kind of a little bit nerdy, a little bit quirky, but and you don't get the Shia LaBeouf, the cast isn't there in this one. The story is not there in this one. This movie, if you're a fan of Indiana Jones, and I watch all the movies, it is a disappointment. But it's a disappointment if you had like these high expectations of it being, this great thing, If you wanted it to be, this Escalade just tumbling down now. It's this car that falls into disrepair, and it's still working, but it's not the same. That's what this movie is. It's just not the same. It's not as fun. It's not as everything, but it's still the same Indiana Jones. You still get the same character. You just don't get to see as much. The script isn't there. The directing is good, but he's really just the third act is really when it picks up. The writing, forgettable. With all due respect, but Phoebe Waller-Bridge, obviously I was not creeping about her, but she is a great, to reboot the franchise, to keep the Indiana Jones going. I think she has everything what it takes, just as an actor, as presentation wise and acting chops and everything like that. I think it's a privilege if she's going to be able to go on continue the franchise, because I really hope she does. She did a great job. It's not that she's attractive; she's a good actor, and she has a character. Not. I've been watching a bunch of movies, and just like you don't get every actor who has something to bring to the table in their gimmick. It's like something in pro wrestling. You need a gimmick, you need a character, you need something that's unique to you. It's like Becky Lynch. She's the man. You have John Cena. It's like you need a character, and I think she has a character. She it's kind of because I was just watching one of the episodes of the Whittaker, the Whittaker lady from Doctor Who. And, I just feel like she did a good job, and she's a good actress, but I don't know if she was right for the role. And that's not a slight on the actor. I just don't think they should have picked someone with more eccentric ability, or someone that's more, crazy, and presents that. Because the Doctor's kind of a wacky, kooky, kind of crazy character. And I feel like there's not enough kooky craziness in the Whittaker Doctor Who. But I don't think it was a wrong choice. I just don't think, I think they could have picked someone maybe not as talented, but more to the role of Doctor Who. Cause you're playing a character that's been, in the chamber for 12, 13, different doctors and things like that, or whatever it is now, 15. So I just think for continuity's sake, I don't think she was the right choice. But I do think she was a good choice overall. But just kind of what I say to this, Phoebe Waller-Bridge was the right choice. She is the right choice. She's great in this movie. She carries the movie, which is crazy for Harrison Ford. But Harrison Ford, he didn't get as big of a shine. But I don't know how to say it. Harrison Ford is great. I'm not going to slander him at all. That's enough for that. But he's good. But he's definitely older and can't do as much. So you're not as engaged with him in the movie. But Phoebe Waller-Bridge, this is her show. She does a great job. The ending is good. And they're not making her this wimpy cry in a castle character. She's a headstrong character that kicks butt. She's obviously the highlight. I hope she continues the franchise. Really fun movie. Overall, this movie is still really fun. It's still Indiana Jones. I mean, it's still Indiana Jones. It's still good, but it's just not what you expected. It's not the caliber you expected, but it ends well. It ends really, really fun, actually. There's a lot of fun, different scenes in this movie. It's just not the quality and the caliber that you've expected. Even though there's a fall off, it's still really good, and it's still Indiana Jones kicking butt, adventure fun. There's nothing like the adventure of Indiana Jones. The closest thing is probably like The Mummy, where they actually like travel around places and do stuff. But there's no comp to Indiana Jones. Even this is a 10 out of 10 all timer. It's not what you, it's not, it's not, but it's still good. It's still Indiana Jones. There's a high mark that, it's hard to mess up. Harrison Ford's still in this, it's fun. If anything, it's an A plus because of the scenery. But they have good acting. They have good, everything's not perfect, but it's good enough. The story is not there, but it's still it's still in motion, and it's still like it's not stagnant. You still get to move around, see different scenery, go underwater, above air, race. You get what you need. I'm satiated. I'm satisfied. This movie's good. Phoebe Waller-Bridge is a great heir to the throne. I would have liked stinking Shia LaBeouf, but I think Phoebe Waller-Bridge is a better. I think she's a better choice. I liked her a lot. Man, she got the juice. She got the juice. She got the juice. I hope she's I hope she gets 10 movies. I'm not no lie. I hope she gets 10 movies of Indiana Jones as the heir. She's thinking kick butt. She was really good in this. And Harrison Ford's always good because Harrison Ford is an all-timer. Wow, this movie was fun. Yeah, and Harrison Ford, A-lister, Phoebe Waller-Bridge, not just yet. High B plus, but she's gonna get there. She dropped another one where it's just her show, and she just she can just do her own thing. I'll enjoy it a lot. I think I haven't liked there haven't been an actor. Karen Gillan, I think, is another actor who's just like she got the juice. But Phoebe Waller-Bridge, she got the juice for sure. And yeah, I honestly, just out of all the actresses I've seen and things like that, I think she's very for action and just adventure. She's in there. She deserves respect. You should watch it just for her. You should watch it for Harrison Ford. You should watch it because it's still a 10 out of 10. It's Indiana Jones. Yeah. Definitely a DVD. I mean, this movie's good. I mean, it's still Indiana Jones. It's just, if you're a fan, you have a certain thing. But anyways, this movie's good. Indiana Jones, Dial of Destiny. I enjoyed the ending a lot, and this movie was good.